get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. Now back to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Gets past one man. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And they'll go on the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. The play fake. Willis going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Watch it now, Marty. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Let go now. Blue, landed. Leopard. Over.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Leopard, here we go. Blue, landed.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis, and that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No, check.
Off play action. Willis. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
On 1st down, Willis. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Detroit, here we go now. Green 39, Green 39.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue, line
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is incomplete. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Looking to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
The slot man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. Nifty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down carry. It's Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here we go now.
Off the bootleg. Willis. Open man right side is Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Off the play fake. Willis. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. In motion is Grant. Back to throw. Willis. It's complete to Grant. Touchdown, Packers.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Ballard. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 2nd down. Willis toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on third down, Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dylan Donahue able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
No, check, Patriot.
And he motions the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Willis over the middle to Smith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go now. Blue lining.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back to throw. Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. In motion is Grant. Looking to throw. Willis looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. No, check. Patriot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Detroit. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Set. Green. Over.
Off play action. Willis looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the wideout in motion. On third down, Willis. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Jakeem Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 10 yards still left on second down. Throwing again. Willis. That is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. In motion is Grant. To throw on third down. Willis. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go. Green 39. Sir. Green 39. No. Check. Patrick.
On 1st and 10, Willis. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. Back in Philly. Here we go. Over.
Off the play fake. Willis trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now they try the right side here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, they're strong.